Hello. Wow, it's been such a long time since I've wanted to jump in front of a camera and speak. I've had a tremendous year so far. I've been doing a lot of travel. Been to Canada, done some massive soul searching there. I've just embarked on my practitioner journey with biodynamic breathwork and trauma release. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm changing my business slightly, and I've not really felt like speaking to anybody really. But I really feel like I need to share this because something happened to me yesterday, which was a massive wake-up call for me, and the message behind it was so much deeper than the actual event. It was a very karmic incident, which I really feel I need to share because I think maybe it would help a lot of people. So I met with my friend Lisa yesterday, and we were driving along the road to see her nan, and out of the corner of my eye I saw a very small bird get clipped on the car windscreen as a car was driving down the road. And this tiny little bird, it was like a sparrow, it was in the middle of the street, and I was in my body, I was in my heart. I was like, wow, we've got to go back. I was like, turn the van around, we've got to go and help that bird. And Lisa's like, okay. And then she like frantically turned her van round, and we pulled up not far from the bird. And she's like, right, go and get it. And then I jumped out of the van, and then I froze in fear. And I thought, oh my God, I'm scared of birds. I don't like the flapping of the wings. And then I was like, I don't actually know where I am. Like, I don't know where I can take this bird. What am I supposed to do with the bird? How am I supposed to help the bird? Where am I going to take it? Who's going to look after it? I've got nothing to put it in. Notice straight away I get up in my head. And Lisa's like, go, this is your calling. Like, you was called to do this. You need to go and help that bird, otherwise it's going to die. And then I was just like, oh my God, I can't. And then she's like almost on the verge of like really pushing me, go and get the bird. And then the bird got run over and squashed. And I was just like, oh my God. You know, I received almost divine guidance to go and do something, and my fear stopped me. And I felt really sad about that. I felt really sad that that had happened. I felt really disappointed in myself. I felt, you know, what would my friend think of me? Because I failed to act. I become frozen in fear. And I felt really sad. And I went about my day, and I couldn't stop really thinking about it. That poor bird, you know, instead of having that awful, horrific death, it could have died either peacefully in my hands, or it might not have died at all. But at least I could have given it that love and that compassion instead of that fear and that terror that it may have experienced. And it was when I got home, that I was driving home from the Midlands, and I was like, there's a deeper message in this. You know, a couple of my friends said, you know, what does the bird represent? And the deeper message was, this is a theme in my life. And that's what I realised. Like, fear is a theme in my life. I get frozen by fear. Fear stops me from doing things. Fear robs me of having amazing experiences in my life and reacting to things quickly and reaping the rewards, because I've always got that fear that's holding me back. And my fear has never really had a major consequence before. But this time, the consequence of my fear was the death of a creature. And that really has woken me up. Because I think a lot of the time when we have fear, we think to ourselves, I'm fearful that this is going to happen, I'm fearful that that's going to happen, you know. But do we actually ever stop to think, what won't happen, what we're stopping ourselves from doing by not reacting. And, you know, when I kind of realised this, I had a massive emotional release. I cried, and, you know, I kind of apologised to the soul of the little bird. And then I kind of realised, I thought to myself, why am I getting sad? It's just a bird. But the whole incident was so much greater than it just being a bird. And it's like, how could I let fear stop me from saving a life? And then I kind of did a little bit of meditation, and I realised that maybe that was a karmic message. That little bird came in and chose to sacrifice itself to make me take ownership of my life, and to realise just how much fear is holding me back. And it stops me from doing so much. I'm afraid to put my business out. I'm afraid, you know, that my sessions aren't good enough. I'm afraid of never being successful. I'm afraid of what success would mean. You name it. But it's really woken me up. So that's what the point of this video is. It's like, you know, we worry about things happening. So we play safe and we don't do things, but what are we actually stopping ourselves from doing? What is not happening as a result of us not reacting and not doing? I think we're robbing ourselves from very special life experiences and lessons for growth and lessons for learning, because, you know, me failing to react, that's literally going to stay with me probably for the rest of my life. And some people might think, oh, it's just a bird. It's not just a bird. It's like, it's the things within you that are afraid to let you spread your own wings and fly. It's the cages we build for ourselves. It's the walls we put up around ourselves because we're afraid of what might happen. But sometimes I think we've really got to check in and say, if I don't do that, what am I stopping myself from doing? What magic is unable to come to me? So that's just what I wanted to communicate today. I hope it resonates with some people. I hope maybe some people find some clarity and maybe some healing from it. But yeah, I just really felt that this is something that I needed to share and get out and release. Don't let fear stop you from becoming the best person that you can be. Thank you.